What's up, Wilmo? Welcome back to The Suffering. And yeah, for some reason, I decided to start it in the main menu. I don't know why. But I wanted to say to everyone that I apologize for the last episode for crashing out, for as bad as I did crash out. But also, I did want to say that as well as I'm a complete dumbass because, and I'll show you why I'm a complete dumbass. I feel like I've been very unfair to this game, and I'm very sorry about that. But here you are about to witness why I've been such an idiot. So check this out. You grab this. You do this. Or, right? Like what? Oh wait, you can pull it, can't you? Yep, you sure can. Then you can pull it this way. And there we go. Yep. That's the solution. I am just an idiot, so, yeah, not much we can really do about that. Also, I realize I've been playing this game primarily in third person, and so, or primarily in first person, so I should really start playing it in third more, because it was mainly built with third in mind first. Hang on, what the fuck just happened? Okay, that was weird. Very weird sound. But anyway, it was primarily built with third person in mind first. So that's that. I'm gonna do that. Oh shit. Well, we got a checkpoint. And some stuff. Oh, well, not what I meant to do. Meant to climb, but I shot. As you do. Yeah, I'm gonna probably do... well, by probably, I mean I am going to, oh shit. Here we go. I am gonna have a longer episode of this because I missed out on yesterday's episode. Okay, there goes that. But yeah, I missed out on yesterday's episode. Also found out you have to shoot these things, which, again, makes sense. Don't know why I didn't connect that last time. I'm just an idiot. So I'm very sorry you had to witness that. What can you do, you know? Oh, shit. Here we go. I think...
So, you still need some help.
Oh my god, not this guy.
The killer you really are. But you don't know anything. Go on to the dock, where you'll see how things really are.
I don't know if this game is just weirding me out or what is happening, but I swear to God it feels like there's something going on behind me. Are the cats in here? Hang on. This is concerning, everybody. Okay, yeah, it's also very dark behind me. I feel like I should mention that as well. But also, I remember now, there are some things that I didn't read here. These I did read. It's actually just the...
Abbott State Penitentiary. The Death House. The asylum.
It's one of these.
Slave ship. The
Did I read this one?
on the
Yeah, no, I read that one. Okay, no, I read them all.
The
Never
blood-
mind. I really keep thinking there's one that I haven't read, but evidently not. So. Oh shit, here we go. Alright, so these guys, I think are fine to do. No health, huh, game? Very bold choice. Alright, never mind, I take it back. I don't see where the things are. Oh, whoops. Damn it. Can I actually skip this? I don't have health. Hey game, can you give me some fucking health, please? That'd be nice. Of course, it's around these fuckos. Why wouldn't it be? Okay. Thank you. My God. Dynamite for the win, you bastard! I keep trying to do that thing and it's not working! Why is that not working? Okay, so basically what's supposed to happen is they're supposed to take the fucking thing in their hole with them, and for some reason it is arbitrarily just not working. I don't know why, but it is just not working. No! Damn it, I'm out of dynamite too. Okay, got him. Okay, I don't know what makes them come back or not come back. Still. Even with having watched a Let's Play. Which, I watched the Let's Play up to where I'm at, so don't worry. I didn't watch it, past anything, but I would really greatly appreciate some health game. Really would. Archive page to unlock the town. So we see that. The town. Clem's notebook. Not that. The bluff? No, it's not there. Okay, I don't know where that goes. So, I still stand by some points I made in the previous episode because I don't get how this archive system works at all. Because there's times where I really feel like I should have gotten other notes, and then I didn't.
World War II.
Or like this one,
Built
it's like
in
out of order.
1942, Fort Malison served as both coastal defense facility and POW camp. The fort had some 250 men and held approximately 1,000 prisoners. The fort's most notorious story is of its colonel, who executed 3 of his men for treason because a German airplane crashed on the island. A subsequent court-martial found no evidence to justify these executions, and the colonel ended up taking his own life.
Yay. But also, yeah, that's kind of what I was saying. I really wish these notes would be like in order, you know, of appearance rather than in order of like, I guess, how I missed them or whatever, but, you know.
The lighthouse.
Yeah, because I don't think I read this one either.
The lighthouse. The lighthouse is the oldest standing structure on Carnate Island. Its cornerstone states its date of construction as 1834. The light was originally oil-powered, but since the 1950s has run off of a nearby generator. Similarly, the lighthouse's rotation was originally powered by a system of gears that would periodically need to be recranked. To this day, when the power goes off, the motion needs to be restarted by hand cranking.
All right.
The town.
Oh, this
Built
right
at the
here.
site of the
This is what we
Puritan
just
village
got.
of Goodsmith. This town is home to nearly 30 corrections officers and their families. It has a single dilapidated general store, a small, overgrown park, and a church that for as long as anyone can remember has had no minister. It is generally agreed that no one would live in this depressing place were it not for the daunting distance back to the mainland and lack of ferry service.
Yay. So it looks like maybe, so I'm hoping to try and finish this game in this episode, but there may be one more episode to get. One more episode to get. Oh, wait. Oh. Can I? Oh, I guess that's not gonna do much to him. Okay. Now, I suppose I could be using my, oh god. I also, oh my god, I really stand by what I said about this game needing to figure out a better balance with the enemies, because good god, there's just so many. Now, can I axe this? No? Can I get the axe? Can I... Cool. 'Cause yeah, I feel like this game has too many moments of like just not giving you a breather at all. And so then you're just kind of like, I don't know, it's a very overwhelming game. And that's fine. I just think that it being that way the whole damn game, which it has been really, is
Talk! My diagnosis is complete. Your cure is at hand. You might think my methods a bit unorthodox, but my results will speak for themselves. Ahead you will encounter something altogether unlike what you've seen before. But I have something that can help you. A device that can cure you, put your demons to rest. But only if it is sufficiently powered, and only if you are in your more, shall we say, primal form. Use this correctly, and you cannot help but be cured. You do want to be cured, don't you, Talk? It's up to you now.
Uh-oh. Why does it feel like maybe this way wasn't the best idea? Oh, great. I got a shotgun and 2 zombium. Super. I don't know. Archive page unlocked, the docks, so... Nice.
Docks. The only functional dock remaining on Carnate, this is the sole point of entry for inmates and their visitors, as well as corrections officers, and those of us who happen to be married to them. I remember the first day I came to Carnate. It was raining in sheets, and the ship had trouble docking. I remember thinking the island didn't want us coming here. I've long thought it would have been better if we had turned back then.
That's fair. Fair assessment to have, honestly. Love this effect. There actually was a setting I wanted to switch around on my emulator, but
I heard Mommy scream. And what happened to Corey? He was so mad he pushed me under the water. Why, Daddy? Tell me why.
it was his turn to play the game. I don't know. Nah, I'm just kidding. Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Wow, this is gonna suck, isn't it? This is gonna suck ass, isn't it? Well, let's see here. Oh boy, okay. We're gonna have to sit through all this shit, aren't we? Oh wait, we could skip cutscenes, thank God. I always forget that you could do that. Alright, to zombie 'em. Wish it would pop the save like here. But actually, can we skip this for now and be like, let's go this way? What happens if I go this way? Well, there's TNT for one. That's really cool. Oh, well, there's that. And I think we have to go that way, so never mind. Alright, whatever you say, game. Whatever you say. Yeah, we might have another episode or two of this left. But definitely let me know what you guys want me to play. And here's what I'm thinking. We're just gonna... Da-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. There we go. We just are gonna pop a save state.
I heard Mommy scream.
And should we try dynamite maybe? Man, I am just so not good with the power at all because it is so not good to use at all. Like, you just really get your ass handed to you with it most of the time. Ah, fuck. Oh my God. How am I? It's fucking raining. Can you, like, you know, give me something here? And since this game has a terrible progression system.
I heard Mommy scream.
Yeah. So are you wanting me to do this? Whoa! What the fuck? Okay, what in God's green earth even happened there? Why is it that using my ability killed me there? This game is something else. I really want to like it.
I heard Mommy
But it
scream.
does kind of piss down my throat a lot of the time. Alright. Oh, are you gonna kill me now? Yep. Dude, are you kidding? What is happening when that happens? I don't get it. I actually don't. Is he seriously one-tapping me? Like, that is absurd. This game is on medium. That's the fucking thing. Like, I am on medium. Note to self, play Ties That Bind on fucking easy, I guess, because goddamn, this game does not know what the fuck medium is. Are you kidding? So yeah, the power's useless. I mean, maybe if I don't, you know, like, jump around. Maybe if I use the fucking just slashing shit. I don't know. Thank God for save states. Seriously.
I heard Mommy scream.
Okay, well, that's not a good start. I'll say that. Yep, that wasn't a good start. Fucking A. This boss is gonna suck. Yep. Alright, this might be where the suffering mysteriously disappears on my channel.
I heard Mommy scream.
Just because, I mean, this is just kind of tedious having to repeat this over and over and over. And I'm literally just getting one-tapped. I mean, what am I supposed to do here, guys? Like, actually. Because I have no clue. This is just actually unfair. Again, on medium, by the way. This is on medium. Like, what the fuck? Can I skip this douchebag? Like, is that an option?
I heard Mommy scream.
What? Why doesn't this game understand what medium is? This game would be far, far better if it understood what medium was. But it doesn't. So now here I am. I have to deal with this stupid shit. How does that set me on fire? How does that set me on fire? I'm so done playing this game, man. I want to like this game, but it does dumb shit like that. Like, it's raining, right? I really feel like when it's raining, I should get at least, like, some sort of, like... Because fire is basically one hit. Like, the second you're on fire, you're dead. Like, there's no chance of escaping it. So I really wish water or rain impacted that at all. Because it does not. See, look, it's raining and it's like, great. So yeah, I might just look up what the ending is and just call this one a done deal. Because, like, fuck this. This is a fat ass waste of time. And I really do not have a lot of time. Maybe good old guns is the fucking answer for this stupid boss. I hate this game, man. I really do. I officially do not like this game. I think even if I played it on a second playthrough, I'd still be like, wow, this is actually just stupid. Like, really? Come on. Like, come on. This is just stupid. Like, this is just stupid. Which I know this is like some people's favorite game ever, and that's totally fine. That is respectful, or respectable. This is, you know, perfectly fine game for most people, I'm sure. But for me, no. This game is just kind of bullshit. And not in like a cool, like, Evil Within way. It's just not fun. Like, actually not fun. Because I have basically get like 0 chance. Wow, surprised that didn't actually catch me on fire, actually. Yeah, that certainly fucking did. Are we done? Can we be done? God, can we please be done? Okay, hang on. Are we done, actually? Hang on, what just happened here? Because I refuse to believe that's it. There's no way that's it, right? Because there's gotta be more than that. This game is one of those games that does not know when to quit, so... I think that's my biggest issue with this game, is I really enjoy games that, you know when to overwhelm you, but also when to stop. But this game is constant. Like, no break. Me too, kid. Me too. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh yeah, it ain't over. All right. Well, can we at least get a checkpoint? Because we're not getting any fucking health, that's for sure. Alright, so where is it? I can't wait to see where this actually takes me. Because I bet you it starts me all over, right? I bet you anything. It starts me all over. Because that's just the kind of game this game is. That's just the kind of game this game is. It's one of those ragey games. Really likes making you mad. Yep, I fucking called it. I fucking called it. Yeah, I just knew it, man. Yeah, well, you're not getting me with that bullshit, you dumbass game. Alright, that was cool, Torque, I'll give you that. But, yeah, I actually do want to finish this game before next Christmas. That would be great. I was really hoping I'd start enjoying this game again, but I don't know. It just does too many bullshitty things, and again, it's on medium. Why even give me the difficulty choice? Like, the difficulties mean nothing on here. I bet you, well, I say that, but I bet $5, like, hard is actually impossible. If not impossible, see, like, that stupid fucking flash on the screen, man. I can't see when the game JPEG jump scares me like that. I can't see. I cannot see when it does that. Good God. Holy Christ. Can you not do that, you stupid game? Please. Oh my God. I might not play Ties That Bind, man. This game is not making a strong case for itself. As it has progressed, it has not made a strong case for itself. I feel like this is definitely going to be one of those games that I, for some reason, miss. Because I remember being this angry with Manhunt and Evil Within as well. Weirdly enough, not the Evil Within 2. But some games just really are bullshitty. Like this one. I mean, yeah, the bullshit is here. Woo! Alright, so this game is fucking bullshit. Alright, so we're all on the same page here? Cool. I'm gonna have to save after I deal with this stupid kid. Which again is like one of those times where I really wish I could care, but it's like... And if that does damage to me, I'm gonna be upset. Because we're literally standing in the fucking poison. Because of the cutscene, by the way. Okay. Okay, let's fucking save again so I don't have to sit through that and click again. I just hit load. I fucking hate myself. All right. Let's do this. God.
I showed you something.
I don't care. Just let it go, you Legend of Zelda Shadow Link wannabe. Oh my God, why is the poison still fucking there? God, I hate this game. Holy fuck. Okay, no, don't load, Will. If you do that, you're offing yourself, all right? That is what you are doing. Okay. Missed. My God, of course it's a crony battle. Of course it is. Yeah, honestly, I struggle to call this game a horror game. I really do. This is definitely more of like a dark action game. And that's putting it like... Well, no, that's exactly what it is a dark action game. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my god, that's just a flashbang! Yo, I love this. This is so fun. Yeah, this is so cool. I can't wait for this stupid game to be done. I'm so excited for it to be over. I really am. I mean, what a not that fun of a boss fight as well. Like, I can say what I want about the other boss fights, but at least they were something kind of neat. But this is just myself. I have been looking at the first monster we fought. I've been looking at that half the game. That's literally Torque's monster. So, I mean, that's kind of lame. And then, like, we got Torque. Literally, we're fighting just Torque here. That's also kind of lame, at least to me. So, yeah, this game, not my thing. Not my thing at all. And the fact that this game has the gall to have such a god-awful, shitty progression system is so crazy to me. Like, that is actually wild. And look, I know there's plenty of games out there that have awful progression systems, but holy fuck. Every single one of them. Also, it's so dumb that whoever designed this seemingly decided that putting a JPEG on your screen anytime you got hit would be a good idea. Which is so dumb. I don't know why I'm fighting these guys. Can I skip this? This is obnoxious. This is obnoxious right here. I think I might just skip to whenever I beat it. Or if I ever beat it, because this is so lame. So lame. The lamest ending to a game, I swear to God. And maybe it's just because I'm salty. I might just be salty. Right? Because, like, I crashed out pretty hard in the last episode, but this is just dumb. I should have finished that Let's Play so I knew what was in store at least. Like, I'll be honest, I was not expecting a... Oh, fight your shadow boss fight! Which honestly, I mean, I wasn't even that big of a fan of it in Legend of Zelda. I don't think there's a single case of it where I actually enjoy it, so, you know, there's that. At least it's visually interesting looking, I guess, in Legend of Zelda. This one is just, cool, we're fighting zombie Torque. Interesting. Fun. And these are just my opinions. You know, feel free to bash me, whatever. But yeah, this is just torture, honestly. And again, like Manhunt and Evil Within, like they all had like really good aesthetics as well. This game kinda has good aesthetics, but then like it ruins it with the mechanics though. Like absolutely ruins it. So why am I out of the fucking thing now? God. Yeah, this is about to be another game we add to the Wilmo fucking hates this game list. I can't wait for it to arbitrarily take me out of the fucking thing. What in the Christ is happening when that happens? I think, okay, is it the Did the fucking devs, or were they like, oh, this'll be funny, let's put explosive barrels all in the arena too so they can't even use that ability. Ha! Even though they've been building up the whole game. Ha! That'll be fun. Right, great fucking design, guys, really. Man, I really did want to beat this game for you guys, but this sucks, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm just not the type of person that wants to waste their time with a dumbass game. And this is a dumbass game. At least to me, this is awful. Like, what the fuck? I coulda swore I put it on medium. Coulda swore. And mind you, there is also an insane difficulty too. And as far as I can tell, there's no way to change the difficulty. Yep. It's one of these games as well, so... Yep. I'm gonna at least record this for another hour, and yeah, then I'm gonna be done. Yeah, sorry. This is just not my jam at all. Yeah, maybe if you'd stop showing me like cheap-ass JPEG jump scares, like I'd actually be able to fucking see what I'm doing. Look, I know we can talk smack about the JPEG jump scares in Alan Wake 2 all day. But look, they don't do any of that. They don't literally pop up in your reticle as you're fucking shooting. Like this game does constantly, by the way. This game does it constantly. And what is that even meant to represent? These stupid-ass, creepy, like, what, Korn's Issues album? And a fucking toilet? What is that even supposed to represent? Suddenly we're Silent Hill now? Which, by the way, I will say, I mean, the enemy design is really neat in this game. It's all based on, it's all based on prison executions. I don't even know what happened there. And you might be asking yourself, but Will, why aren't you trying a different strategy? Well, due to this fucking awful level design that is absolutely plagued to this game, in my opinion. Yeah, we've got shit like this. Why does explosive shit hit you across the fucking map? That is insane, actually. That is actually fucking insane. Is there a quick way to do this? Like, is there a quick button to do this? Because holy shit. Holy shit. Okay, we could do this. And then load state. Fucking... Okay, maybe now I can actually fucking do something here. Where did Demon Torque go? Did we do it? Oh my god, did we somehow fucking do it? God. Fuck. I really wish I could say that felt rewarding, but it did not. That felt like pure luck that I got him. Like, that did not feel like a rewarding boss battle at all. That felt like pure fucking luck that I got him. Again, solely my opinion. Well, I know people got real mad at me whenever I popped off with Ad Infinitum, and that's fine. You know, that's if this is like your favorite game, that's fine. I get it, okay? But at the same time, it's like, God, that, you know, don't watch my playthrough then. I guess. I hate to break it to you, but this has been not my jam at all. Like, holy shit. Oh, I see. It's meant to... The doll was meant to be our kid's doll. I guess. Whatever. Whatever. Ever you say, game.
You never knew your own strength. And Corey never forgave you for going to jail that first time. I guess he just snapped. I know you didn't mean to hurt me. But you've got to think about what you do. Now you're in trouble, T. You've got to face down that anger inside. Make it go away forever.
You know, I will say, I kind of figured the boss battle of this game was gonna suck, though. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, I take it back. This guy's crazy looking. Holy shit. Okay, this guy is... What the fuck? Oh shit. Well, this is gonna be rough. Whoa. Okay. Alright. Oh shit. Is it gonna start me all the way over? If it does, that's gonna be crazy. I mean, thank God for save states. We have been save stating. But, yeah, holy shit. That is really cool. Alright, game. Wow! What? Yo, I'm sorry. Y'all back in the day had way more patience. Y'all really did. Anyone who played this game on original, like, PS2, mad respect. I actually worship the ground you guys walk on, because holy fuck, I would have quit playing. That is obnoxious. And I realize a lot of games had this back in the day. I realize that, right? Oh man, that is rough. And there was also a lot of games that at least didn't have as harsh as progression systems, but yeah, this is rough. But okay. I mean, dude, even the first Silent Hill is nice enough to give you fucking checkpoints. But you know what? That's fine. We are loading the state, because fuck that. I just can't believe this game is not going to give us any health at all either, though. Like, that is absurd. Are you shitting me? Oh. Interesting. Okay, hang on. Let's try something here. We got a few things we could try with this guy. Okay. This guy is interesting. He's probably gonna be a pain in my ass, but...
You never knew your own strength. And Corey never forgave you for going to jail that first time. I guess he just snapped. I know you didn't mean to hurt me. But you've got to think about what you do. Now you're in trouble, T. You've got to face down that anger inside. Make it go away forever.
Yeah, so I probably will need like a lore breakdown of this game at in the future. But to be fair to this game, there was a good like several months where I didn't play it. Yeah, there's a good several months there where like I straight up didn't play it. So my god, where's he gonna be? I'm locked in, guys. I am locked the fuck in. Behind us? Oh, I see. I see where we need to be hitting. I didn't realize that. I thought we were supposed to hit the red thing. My bad. That was my bad. That was my bad. I'm very much used to Resident Evil. That's pretty crazy that this here machine gun, though, has no cooldown. Also pretty crazy that our flashlight is still going down as we use this thing. I mean, I'm glad it's got no cooldown, because if it did have cooldown, this would take a while. Because this guy moves around a lot, and that's a very tiny little thing to aim at. That's what she said. I mean, to be fair, it doesn't help that even whenever it's right in front of me, I still can't seem to hit it. Yeah. This is pretty wild, I will say. Now, I have a feeling that I'm not supposed to be fighting it this way, but at the same time, the game has given me no resources. So, or at least no health resources. And so I desperately need something. And so I guess this gun is that something. Also, hopefully the game volume isn't too low. Very curious time to mention that, I guess, but... I'm sorry, is there something else I'm meant to be doing other than shooting this guy? Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, at this point, he is straight up just like not dying. And is showing very little to no indication of dying. Yeah, sure do hope he dies soon. Because I really don't feel like chancing it. And having to potentially start this boss fight over. Yeah, is he like doing something right there that I should know about? Like what is going on right here? I mean, is there something to do with this thing? Like, can I shoot it? Oh wait, okay, that actually looks like where he might be damaging him. That actually looked like he might have been damaged there. Is there some sort of stupid ass gimmick with this guy or what? Because if there is, I truly don't know what it could be. Oh! I'm an idiot! This thing's open! What? What is this? No. Oh god, it is like Manhunt. Oh no. Yay, and this doesn't even tell us how to use it. How do I drop the fucking... this is so dumb. I don't feel smart right now, I feel frustrated. So, yeah, way to go, game. Like, any sort of achievement I could have felt while doing this dumbass thing, I don't feel it, so thanks for taking that away from me, game. Sure, you're gonna now decide that, okay, can we do something with that now, or is that a no-go? Well, this is the first time he's over here, so... Well, not the first time, but... I mean, yeah, I don't know what the fuck that is doing. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna fucking quick save in the middle of the fucking fight, just so I can figure this dumbass shit out. Like, what happens if I run into it, huh? Okay, that does what? Are you kidding me? This is so stupid. You could have made this a decent fight, and you're doing this. This is so stupid. And there's like no way of aiming it either. Okay, maybe it's not that bad. Okay. I still feel like I lucked into it. I still feel like I'm like not even doing any. Yeah. Wow. Cool. Yeah, thank God I'm not doing this. Come on. The normal way. I'm so glad I'm playing this on emulation. Because this game would be 13 million times worse than what it is. Borderline unplayable for an impatient asshole like myself. I love how in first person it's like virtually impossible to aim it. But also, it's somehow more easier to aim than it is in third person, which is bizarre. Oh my God, and that just killed me. Yeah, cool. Yeah, cool. All right. What's the point in doing this boss fight if fire can kill me one hit and I'm like one sliver away from dying? Because I can't do this hitless. I'm gonna get hit. That's the thing. Like, I'm not skilled, okay? Which I know is like 90% of the issue I'm having with this game, but god damn, I'm playing it on fucking normal. Or medium, not even normal. I'm playing it on medium. This is the most deceiving medium I've ever fucking played. And the fact that there's no health items at all is just terrible. I mean, honestly, it just makes this game not that fun of an action game either. Like, it's just survival horror enough to be annoying, and also just action enough to be annoying. It's such a weird mix of both that I'm not enjoying at all. No, no, no! Did I just fucking do that? Don't tell me. I might kill myself, dudes. I might actually kill myself if this is the case.
I know you didn't mean to hurt me, but you gotta
Okay,
think about
fine,
what you did.
fine, whatever.
Now you're in trouble,
I don't
T.
care. I don't care. Like, I really don't. This boss could have been something really cool. And by really cool, I mean it could have just been a really coolly looking boss that I could have just blasted with a machine gun. And yeah, that would have been kind of annoying, but I mean, it would have been one of the few bosses in this game that were painless. But so far, every boss in this game has sucked. Like, has been absolutely miserable. I actually still prefer this guy over whatever the fuck the two torque thing was. Like, I prefer that. Time to spam the button. I mean, I'm effectively doing the same thing as if it was just a machine gun, and that's why I'm so mad. I'm literally just doing the same shit, but now instead of holding the button, I now have to press it individually and stand in this area and try not to get hit by this fire that has insane area of effect. So yippee-ki fucking A for me. Okay, save state, Will. Gosh. Okay, is it over? No, no, no. Oh, wait, there's a fucking bar for it? I didn't realize there's a bar for this. Okay, dude, I blasted you. Hey, I blasted you. Oh, did we do it? Oh my God. That was exhausting. Oh my gosh.
We need to talk. The boys need to be with their mother. Don't be that way. You weren't a good father, not in jail. I won't let them grow up violent. They will not be like you. What's going on? Where did you...
And I'm gonna guess there's like multiple endings, right?
You monster. I'll show you.
What?
You took her away. I'm taking us away.
What? What? Okay, that was pretty crazy. Holy shit. Yeah, that's pretty dark.
Get on board, quick! I don't know what the hell's happened, but we gotta get out of here. Another boat's coming to pick up anybody else who's left.
Woo!
You Khan's been waiting for Abbott to go up in flames. Guess you finally got your wish. But don't get any funny ideas, inmate. Police are waiting for you back at the mainland.
Wow.
There's good times and bad, T. We all want more of the good, but we take what we can get. It's worth it. Love, Carmen.
You have unlocked archive pages and a prelude level. Save your settings file to preserve. Sure, we'll save settings. Sure. All right, there we go, everybody. The Suffering. Wow, that was a... that, for me, was a very mixed thing, I'll say, especially towards the end. It started off really good. Like, really good. And I'll say, for as angry as I got at the last episode during all the little combat sections, you know, looking back, it's really mainly the bosses I had an issue with. And even then, like, I gotta admit, the Green Ghost boss was really cool. And, or like the Hermes T-Hate boss was pretty cool. I don't know, this game had a lot of cool stuff, but man, did it go on. And the bosses, especially towards the end, started really sucking. And I'll say, I feel like I would have had a way better time with this game had I not distanced myself from it for months. So that is not this game's fault. That is entirely my fault, and I do feel bad for that. And I do feel like I've been a bit unfair and salty towards this game, like needlessly so in some cases. But also, I do feel like, for me, a lot of my criticisms do still stand. I really don't know why this game definitely could have taken a little bit of a hand from Resi 4, where it is... Oh, Devin Shatsky. Is that the same Devin Shatsky from, like, Silent Hill? Interesting. But, anyway. I feel like it really did not need to be as difficult as what it was. I feel like it could have taken a step out of Resi 4, where it's that perfect middle ground, where it's... When you're playing on normal, Resi 4, your first time, is that perfect normal of, like, perfect balance of like give and take, of like getting your ass kicked and then not. But in this game, at a certain point, you just start getting your ass kicked and it never stops. I would say that first like area really where you're in that shower and all the green fucking dudes from the ground come up and start attacking you and stuff. I would say that right there is about where the game gets really difficult and never lets up. It never once lets up. And like from my understanding, I imagine this game has multiple endings. I mean, I might explore them later. I might not. Probably not. I may play The Suffering Ties That Bind, but at the same time, I don't know. We'll see. I'm definitely not gonna play it directly after this. I'm definitely gonna play something else directly after this. Haven't decided what yet, but hey, luckily I only have room for Saturday's episode, so... Or is it... No, not Saturday. Friday's episode. For The Suffering here, so... I'll have to find something else in the meantime for next Thursday and Friday, but... You guys should let me know what that should be. Should I go straight to The Suffering Ties That Bind? I kind of want to wait and get The Suffering, like this game, on PC, and then replay it on PC, see how that plays, and then get Ties That Bind either on the PS2 or either on the PS2 emulator or PC. Oh, that was creepy. Did you guys see that? Saw some dudes there. So we can continue. Where does continuing take us? So, yeah, the thing with this game is, yeah, for me, it was a bit of a mixed thing. The bosses, and again, I really wish I didn't take so much time from it. That's my fault. I feel like if I played this game all in one go, it would be a different story. But unfortunately, or like not all in one go, but all in one straight line. But unfortunately, I wasn't really able to do that.
The docks.
The docks, the town. Alright, don't know how that's still locked. Oh, whoa, that one's crazy.
I only briefly saw this enormous creature a single time, near the docks. I cannot even begin to describe him, save for one thing. He seems to be quite literally connected to an inmate, the convicted killer Torque. Incredible as it may sound, this creature appears to have a miniature version of Torque attached to him via a long umbilicus. Beyond that, I can only say that I view him as the most evil of all the creatures. A pure manifestation of fury and hatred.
I gotta admit, the final boss, this thing right here, was pretty cool. I'll give it that. And you know what? I bitched and moaned at the time about like having to individually press it. But that is because I was really fed up with the game, because before this boss, the two Torques that you had to fight, his monster form and his normal form, sucked ass. That should have been left in the cutting room floor. That was awful. I did not like that at all. Again, these are all just my personal preferences, but I feel like in horror, the best way to do horror is actually, in a weird way, kind of like what Alan Wake 2 does, where it should almost kill you, but never fully kill you. And that's actually something I heard from a big inspiration of the channel, The Librarian, and I fully agree, honestly. Like, a horror game should absolutely be horrified to kill you. Like, it should not kill you. With that being said, it should make you think you're about to die, or, you know, almost kill you. And the Suffering, it does that, but also is not afraid at all to just straight up kill you for just dumb reasons as well. And the Fire was, like, crazy. Like, what the fuck? That was basically a one-hit kill. And then, yeah. I feel like the Hermes T-Hate boss fight I wouldn't have hated as bad, no pun intended, had I just, you know, not been stupid. Like, that was me being stupid, I'll say. Just like with this final boss fight, me being stupid. Like, this guy right here on screen was me being stupid. I should have realized, oh, now we can access that thing and we can do the thing. That was me being stupid. What I will not say is me being stupid is I think there absolutely should have been, like, a breakable barrel or something, like, something that gave us some sort of, like, health items. Or, you know, something that gave us more zombium, because they straight up expect you to do all those boss fights without any health at all. And there's so much shit thrown at you before you get to these boss fights that you are going to not have any equipment by the time you get to the 3 sets of boss fights. It's super annoying, and I really hate it whenever whenever games do that in general. It's just like, hey, by the way, here's our challenge. We're gonna drain you of everything and then put you in this situation. And it's like, okay, well, I really wish you would resupply me, especially since you're gonna make me restart all the way over. And that's another thing that this game had going against it for sure, is its progression system. I mean, thank God for emulation and stuff like that, but still, it absolutely could have benefited from a better progression system. And again, Silent Hill 1 had checkpoints with its boss fights. There is no reason this game couldn't have. And, like, yeah, I don't know. This game was very interesting. I really liked it at first, and I do feel like I am gonna miss it, actually. Because for some reason, I really like games that just fist me, that just absolutely open my mouth and shit down my throat. Which is disgusting, but I do like games that do that. The Evil Within 1, my god, that game does that all the time. Now, I like its style a lot more than I like the Sufferings here. Still, you know, there's that. Manhunt, I like its style more than the Sufferings, but still, it shits down my throat all the time. Same for Manhunt 2, honestly. Let's see, any other games that I find to be brutally unfair? No, that's really the trifecta for me. And now this game. Well, I guess Cry of Fear, but Cry of Fear is just broken. I mean, I don't know if that really counts, in my opinion. Like, that game, I mean, I guess it's not broken, but it's just one of those situations where it's like, yeah, that game leans into the Code Veronica area of things where I just don't like it at all. But, and yeah, not a big fan of Resident Evil Code Veronica. I know, spoiler alert. I used to be, but I don't know. In recent times, I don't know how to explain it. I just really am not a big fan of it anymore. Sometimes that happens, but yeah, it's very weird how that happens, but sometimes that happens with me. And yeah, overall, I would say this game is, in my opinion, better than Resident Evil Code Veronica. At least for me. In fact, I feel like this kind of fills that void a little bit. I mean, Resident Evil Revelations 2 kind of does that, but this kind of does that too, where it's like a prison island sort of deal, because I always wanted to love Code Veronica a lot because it was on this like prison island sort of thing. But man, that game sucks to play. I like that, or by I always wanted, I mean I like always did because of that aesthetic. Man, that game sucks to play. This game is far more better to play. Like, it is way more fun to play, I'll say that. Like, this game is undeniably fun to play. It's just that at a certain point, it throws so much at you. It's like, gosh. It feels like an action... It feels like... Well, yeah, it's kind of got... To me, it's got enough action to be a little too annoying with it, but also enough survival horror elements to be a little too annoying with it in conjunction with the action in terms of gameplay. Now, in terms of narrative and vibe, it definitely has a spookier feel to it. Definitely a darker... honestly, with that ending, I would definitely say horror. I'll say that. I'll say horror. I'll say it. I take it back. I take it back. It's a horror game. Well, it's a horror action game. I'll give it that. It's horror action. And it's definitely got its spookier moments, but also it's kind of got some oof moments too. But I don't know. I've talked on and on about it. There's still actually more to do here. Hang on. There's Torque.
Torque. Since the Cataclysm, I have seen the death of many enemies.
The death.
But one seems to be an unstoppable survivor. I've seen him take out packs of marksmen and slayers without even breathing hard.
Are you
Torque
sure?
is an inmate of some ill repute, having been sentenced to die for the killing of his ex-wife and children. Of course, being convicted and being guilty are two different things. Perhaps he will save us all, but I feel certain he will at least save himself.
So I wonder, is that meant to imply that... So this game seems to have multiple endings, and there is like some sort of morality system with this game. I guess that's meant to imply that there is multiple endings for this game, which would make sense. But also, like, I guess it means which... I'm fine with the ending I got, is what I'm saying. I don't know how much the alternate endings change it, but... maybe I'll find that out some other time. But yeah, I don't know. It's hard to explain. This game, though, I really liked, and I have a weird feeling that it's gonna be a game that I really like later on. Like, maybe on a second playthrough.
The docks. The only functional dock.
But also, I feel like I had a absolutely miserable time as well.
Slave.
I had a fun time recording it. I'm glad I recorded it. But at the same time, I definitely feel like this game, I don't know, just wasn't my tea. Although, this is cool behind the scenes. Whoa. Whoa, this is cool. Oh.
I think people like being frightened. I think they like exploring the darker side of humanity and looking into an environment they wouldn't normally, have access to.
Oh wait, no, I wanted to... Okay, let's see what this is. I don't think I've... What? This is cool.
I think people like being frightened. I think they like exploring the darker side of humanity and looking into an environment they wouldn't normally, have access to, most likely.
You're right, you're right. Yeah, I kind of already missed this game. I kind of already miss it. I kind of already miss it. Is that weird? Kind of already miss it. I know that's weird.
I think early on...
I guess we're just blurring that shirt, huh?
What we found compelling in the horror genre, and far and away, The Shining was the movie that stood out for everyone as something that was uniquely horrific, yet not cheesy or ridiculous at the same time. It's a serious piece that is also intensely frightening. So we really wanted to create that same feeling of you're walking through an environment and then you're seeing visions of things that are, you don't maybe understand.
See, sometimes that was executed super well, and then other times it was really
one man's tortured soul and his
just cheap.
taking place on this island. The island has had a colorful history where there was a
The
rock
island was really cool, learning more about it. That was such a cool part of the game.
abandoned asylum.
Also, the environments are fucking awesome in this game. It's just the level design itself. Like, the game looks awesome, but the level design was rough in some areas.
Recreating different architectural styles, or obviously a rock quarry is going to look very different than a beach, and so forth.
We would portray the history of the island was to give the player
That poster's pretty
opportunities
badass.
as they progress through the game, and in doing so, they uncover sort of a more macro vision of the island's nature.
We didn't really want a character that looked any particular nationality or race. He really is almost Neanderthal in his appearance. He's very primal. We wanted that strength to kind of come through, so we built up some strength.
I do miss this
A
game
character that,
already.
No matter what he was doing, he always came through as like a really solid, con, tough guy. And then he looked cool no matter what he was doing. Like, he was just shooting a gun, he looked good shooting a gun. And
He did.
And carried out an attitude.
He did. He did.
Thing we wanted to do was make
I'll give you that.
they were
This is cool. I love this.
life-threatening situation that they were in control of a character that could make it through if only they were able to manage it themselves. It's not like in some horror movies where the main characters are sort of weak and constantly tripping over roots as they're trying to run away from them.
True.
Barely manage to survive. Torque is someone who can take on an army of creatures and blast them to bloody bits and then be ready for more.
Well, the thing with Blood is it's actually a lot like a shadow map in terms of projecting geometry.
You look like that, the main character from The Core.
Basically, take our Blood texture map, we figure out what...
Last guy kind of looked like Billy Corgan.
We send it through a projection matrix, and it ends up being rendered on top of the other geometry, looking like it's actually attached to it. There's actually a whole series of different effects and objects that come into play. We have everything from blood that sprays onto the wall.
It's pretty cool.
We have the player actually will have blood spray onto him.
It's pretty cool.
Will be covered from face to toe. We have the enemy that you're hitting, of course, gets damaged. You can lose limbs, you can lose your head. It really feels like you're actually doing physical damage to the world.
Something that was also important to me was to explore sort of the relationship between corrections officers and inmates. Since it is a prison environment, there's a lot of tension there between these sort of two factions, neither of which has really complete control over the prison.
Oh, he won't say. Claims he blacked the whole thing out. I like his story. The needle's too good for him. Filthy inmate, they should all die. I like his story. The needle's too good for him. Filthy inmate, they should all die.
Since we were going for sort of a continuous immersion,
You know, I've heard some people criticize the voice acting in this game, but I actually liked it. I don't know, is that, maybe that's a me thing.
both talk in a way that's realistic and also in a way that'll convey the story to the player.
Welcome to Carnate, inmates. Enjoy your stay.
Once the cataclysm happens and the creatures are everywhere, the corrections officers are really on the same side you are.
Fair point.
From the beginning, we wanted to stay away from zombies and the more tired horror cliches that everyone's had enough of.
Oh no, my controller got disconnected.
More disturbing and more unique to this experience. I think it was also
Man, how long is this?
we wanted to have a theme for all the creatures.
I don't mind, but
This random Cthulhu monster or this random apparition. Instead, it was they're each themed after different execution methods.
that's what I was saying earlier.
The history of Carnate and all the various forms of humans killing humans.
Which is it's really cool actually.
Creatures, we wanted to make them as creepy as possible, make them feel very intimidating and deadly. We had a lot of inspiration for a lot of the creatures from movies like House on Haunted Hill and old Geiger stuff.
It really actually fell on probably one of the sickest character designers I've ever met, Ben. So he really tore it up.
Yes, he did. He did great.
Really was the inspiration for everyone.
The enemies look awesome.
They really started to come home and really.
If we just lowered the spawn rates just a little bit, at least for medium, I would have been happier.
Probably one of the most amazing.
Or raise the spawn rates for the drop stuff.
It's incredible.
I worked with the composer to come up with sort of a hybrid idea there where we would extract the elements for the music from the sound design.
Me, though. Yeah, the music's pretty interesting.
Various elements, stone, steel, things that had a long tone. We were using aluminum rods.
That's cool. That's so cool.
And getting them to resonate lengthwise. We were then striking them horizontally. Just about anything we could think of to create sonic signatures that were not typically used in game soundtracks.
The biggest thing I hope the players bring to the game is their own sort of creativity. We've created sort of a world that the player can explore and can see the various historical events, but at the same time we were fairly careful not to explain too much to the player. So there's going to be a lot of sort of connecting the dots and putting your own spin on, well, I think this is what happened here, or understanding Torque's backstory. Different players may see it differently, and that's important since you are Torque going through.
I think that works to varying degrees. Sometimes I feel like the fact that this game never gave you a moment to breathe, absolutely kinda, made it a little harder to be like, oh, what's, the deal with Torque's story here, and also made it just pretty annoying to explore, honestly. Like, real annoying to explore. Anyway, let's see what this is about.
I don't like being in here at night by myself.
Yeah, this place is fucked up. Bit spooky even.
If there are ghosts anywhere, they would be here.
Prison is hell. Well, are there ghosts here?
Prisons and jails built in America in the 17 and 1800s were gruesome reminders.
Is this just a whole ass documentary on prisons? I hope this isn't copyrighted. Like, I hope this is just from the game. And it's not like
that assuredly left deep psychic fissures in this
something else.
and the next. The Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania was just such a place.
I don't think that... okay, is this... Please don't be.
Most prisons before Eastern State was constructed were large open holding cells, and they would put everybody in together. They'd put adults in with children, men in with women, and all types of criminals. So petty thieves would be locked in with murderers, all packed into these large open holding cells. They were incredibly violent, disease-ridden. Sometimes disease would wipe out the entire prison population. There was very little sense that people would be better after they were released.
In response to these wretched conditions, a new type of prison was planned. Built on an elevated cherry orchard just
Alright, I guess we'll find out.
The Eastern State Penitentiary was supposed to be a new and humane way to house prisoners. But in fact, it turned out to be a place of solitude and misery.
In the early years, prisoners at Eastern State lived in extreme isolation. They woke up in their cells, spent 23 hours a day in their cell, went to bed in their cell, and knew almost nothing aside from this small white room. Typical sentence was about 2 years. Inmates were given some kind of simple work to do in their cells and given nothing to read except for the Bible.
Damn.
The majority of them were illiterate anyway. And so, in the early decades of the prison's use, the experience of an inmate would be about...
I don't know why that made me say damn of all things.
Day in, day out for years at a time with almost no human contact. Spending years in strict isolation can drive a person insane.
Prisoners were housed in small individual cells with no windows and shortened doorways, specifically designed to humiliate an inmate. The only light source in the room came from a single hole cut in the ceiling of the cell, called the Eye of God.
The prison cells at Eastern State were designed like small chapels. They have a high arched ceiling and blank white walls, and the only light comes in from above. And they call it the Eye of God. And so when you're in there, you look up and all you see is this little circle of daylight looking down, and it does look a little bit like an eye. And it's meant to create the impression that you're always being watched. And that
Oh, wow.
even though there's no windows in the room, God is looking down at you through this little point, this little eye above. It's spooky.
It's spooky, and I wonder if that was like inspiration for Silent Hill 4 certain levels on there.
Whenever they were outside their cells. Cells were built with soundproof walls in order to keep the prisoners from fraternizing with each other. For all essential purposes, the inmates were cut off from the outside world, forbidden to see another prisoner.
That's exactly what it sounded like live, by the way.
The people who ran Eastern State Penitentiary had a fetish about silence, and so even the guards pacing these corridors wore socks over their shoes to muffle their footsteps. And the carts they used to roll food up and down the hallways had leather over the wheels. They'd roll silently up and down the hallways. Inmates ate in their cells, they slept in their cells. Inmates were only taken out of their cells to bathe about once every 2 weeks. And when they did that, they had their heads covered with a hood with no eye holes. Basically put a bag over their head, so that all the inmate would remember from their time at Eastern State was the 4 walls of their cell.
Wow.
Silence was strictly enforced at the Eastern
Yeah,
State Penitentiary.
sounds like prison systems, not fun back in the day.
Prisoners who continually broke the
I mean, to be fair, I suppose they were never fun.
Over time, the prison's administrators had to resort to more intense forms of punishment to get their point across.
Oh, I'm sure.
Punishments for repeat offenders included the straitjacket, the iron gag, and a particularly hideous contraption called the mad chair.
Most prisons at the time were extremely violent, and inmates who came into Eastern State could expect at first they'd be treated very well. But if inmates committed infractions of the rules at Eastern State, they'd be treated the way they'd be treated at any other prison in the early 1800s, which was with extreme force. Sometimes
Whoa.
they'd take inmates out into their exercise yards, hang them by their wrists from chains, strip them naked, and douse them with water in the wintertime. There was accounts of one inmate having ice hanging from his beard while he hung naked out in the exercise yards. There was even an inmate named Matthias Macumsey who was consistently making noise, and they couldn't get him to stop, and they put him in a device they called the iron gag. It held his hands behind his back, and a bar went up and into his mouth and put a metal rod against his tongue to keep him quiet. And he struggled against it, and his tongue swelled, and he choked to death. There was an investigation, they looked into it, and decided that he'd asked for it. He had it coming.
Oh.
This was typical for the way prisons were run at the time. Life was cheap in the early 1800s.
If a prisoner survived solitary confinement and had the physical strength to conquer the prison's many torture devices, he had one more demon to defeat, that being disease. The prison's poorly designed heating, plumbing, and ventilation systems worked together to spread the putrid odor of human waste to every nook and cranny of the building.
Yay!
These unsanitary conditions caused outbreaks of illness that ravaged both the inmate population and the guards assigned to maintain order in the prison. Without a doubt, serving time at the Eastern State Penitentiary was a mind-numbing experience. There were many documented instances where prisoners went insane because they could not handle the isolated conditions that were the mainstay of the prison. The Pennsylvania system of punishment at the Eastern State Penitentiary was finally abandoned as it produced very few reformed prisoners.
Oh, I wonder why.
For over 150 years, the Eastern State Penitentiary housed murderers, gangsters, and the criminally insane. Al Capone, America's most notorious gangster, was sentenced to 1 year at the Eastern State Penitentiary in 1929.
By far the most famous of our alumni is Al Capone. A lot of people don't realize that the first time that Capone was in prison was in Philadelphia. He was traveling from Atlantic City back to his home in Chicago, and Philadelphia police stopped him while he was in town and searched him and found that Capone was carrying a .38 caliber revolver and was loaded. The courts in Philadelphia wanted to make an example out of this famous Chicago gangster, and so they gave him the maximum sentence, which was 1 year in prison. Ironically, though, they sent him up here to Eastern State Penitentiary, and while the courts were trying to be harsh with Capone, the Department of Corrections was extremely generous.
What?
While he lived here, Capone had oriental rugs and oil paintings on the wall of his cell.
Oh wow,
and a
that
cabinet-style
sounds...
radio, which would be
Yep. My, how times have changed, everybody.
We've never known why he got such special treatment while he was here. He might have bribed the warden. It might have just been that he was a celebrity.
In 1956, cell block number 15.
For some reason, I feel Al Capone's is far more innocent than
one of the last
certain other individuals. You'd almost see through the pixels.
Known as Death Row was a two-story building that housed the worst examples of humanity.
Cell block 15 was the last cell block added.
I seriously hope this isn't copyright. I will have to cut it out if it is.
And disruptive inmates in the Pennsylvania system. It's the only cell block that had modern electronic door locks where they could open and close cells by pushing buttons, which kept the guards distanced from the inmates. They were scared of these guys. Many inmates spent the last weeks, days, hours of their life inside of cell block 15, and on the day of their execution, they'd be shipped out to a different institution to die in Pennsylvania's outpatient.
Alright, how long does this go?
In the 1960s, the march of time had been particularly unforgiving to the old prison. The Eastern State Penitentiary was considered out of date and in a state of miserable disrepair, and in 1971, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania officially closed the doors of the historic Eastern State Penitentiary.
71, wow.
Opened in 1994 as an historic site, daily public tours are conducted at the Eastern State Penitentiary.
I want to go.
And special ghost tours are held at night prior to Halloween.
So...
no better place could be found to host a ghost tour. In fact, many visitors come to the prison in the hopes of having
a ghost
supernatural encounter with one of its many spirits. The prison's fortress-like atmosphere, crumbling cell blocks, and water-stained ceilings most certainly lends itself to the perception that the place could be haunted.
I'm sure they had cell 666 back then.
The reasons that Eastern State is so haunted. First is the stone construction. A lot of old buildings.
I hate to do this,
are made out of stone. And a lot of paranormal
but
researchers have proven that certain types of
I'm
stone
skipping the rest of this, sorry. And we got... I'm sure it's fine. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I wasted a lot of y'all's time there. I'm sorry about that. I was kind of hoping it would, yeah, there it is. Easy, medium, hard, and possible. Felt like I was playing on hard. But let's, yeah, I'm sure medium will help. But there's a prologue, prelude. Was it there? Prelude? Is this it?
End of the line.
Welcome to Carnate, inmates. Enjoy your stay.
If any of you got jackrabbit blood, I will blow you wide open. Hear me?
So I suppose Carnate is inspired by the prison we just saw a little documentary about. Oh!
We're Doc, send the bus. And hurry it up.
You don't look happy to be here.
I don't remember this at all.
You get out of line, I will shoot you, I will bury you, and I will piss on your grave, you dig?
They disgust me.
Don't strip your gear.
Yeah, I know that guy. They weren't so bad. Yo, Raph, what cunt you kill this time?
Fuck off, Luke, or your punk ass is next.
I got a low tolerance for inmate bullshit.
You see that guy? Fucking degenerate killed some kids.
His own kids is what I heard. Fucking baby
shit.
Oh.
Kind of whack job I want for a bunk mate.
So why isn't this just the start of the game normally?
Oh shit. He'll appeal and appeal and appeal. Cocksucker got 8 years left. Easy.
Fucking travesty. I say we speed it up. Cut him down to size.
Yeah. COs won't give a damn if we shiv him.
We're just saving him the trouble.
I say we do it now.
I'm in.
Where did you guys get a shiv at?
Look alive, shit's going down.
Where did these guys get a shift? A shift? A shiv, I mean.
Damn it!
There's no way! Psycho did it all. Drop your weapons in me. He didn't have any weapons.
Okay. Whoa. Maybe that's why.
What the fuck just happened? Don't move, inmate, or we will shoot you.
I
Miles,
guess.
so get in there and get him under control. Shit, what are we gonna do with him? Not much we can do.
Not much we can do.
He's already going to death row.
So I guess that was a thing that we did at the beginning. Interesting. Don't know why that wasn't just at the beginning of the game normally. That's what I'm saying. This game has a lot of weird decisions it's made, I feel. Like the notes thing. So, yeah, my criticisms.
How many times have I done this? And I still hate it.
Yep, alright.
I swear.
So my criticisms, just to get it out of the way. The cons, the weird note thing. That's weird. I don't know why that is the way that it is. I just wish that when you picked up a note, it would be like the newest one in your thing. That way you wouldn't have to like scroll around and look for it. 2, feel like they could have dialed it down just a little, especially in some places. Because in some places, it really does feel like it goes on and on and on. Like, especially towards the end of the game. And I'm not the only person who has had this, like, criticism either. Because I'm watching a Let's Play that literally has someone talking about how some sections of this game, especially later on, feel very much like they are just padding. And so, you know, I don't know. I feel like maybe this game maybe didn't need to be as long as it is, but I don't know. I feel like I'm being a bit dramatic with its length. I feel like it wasn't that long, you know? So, you know, I don't know. Let's see. What were the other cons? Yeah, no, those were really it. Cons, the bosses kind of sucked, but honestly, that's kind of true to its survival horror roots in a way, because most survival horror bosses do suck, so. So pros of this game. The game itself was really fun, like the gunplay whenever, you know, like before it got super old, I guess, was pretty fun. The monster thing is really cool, and the morality thing is really cool, and the story is really good. The environments are really creepy. I will say some of the level design is... I don't know. I'm one of those guys that really do need some sort of like indication on like what to move or something like that. And I don't know, even like I've played a lot of older games too, and I don't know what it is about this game specifically, but the way its levels were designed, it was always like climb here or climb down here. And then it was like, but there was no indicator of that, so I would miss it for like hours, or for like a long time. That I definitely feel like could have been maybe a little different. I mean, I guess it's a product of its time, you know. So, you know. And I'll say, this game's combat is a lot more fun and better than Silent Hill 4's, and Silent Hill 4 is one of my favorite games, so, you know, it's got that going for it, you know? So that's pretty cool. And again, like, the aesthetics are pretty cool. I'm not going to sit here and say they're my favorite aesthetics ever, but they are pretty cool. I like the low poly PS2 era is still very there and nostalgic. But at the same time, this game is actually doing some really cool stuff with the PS2 stuff. Like, for example, the blood stuff, like, just the gore effects in general, both it being on Torque and also just how it works with the enemies, is really cool. And again, like the way that the levels are laid out, like in terms of exploration, is really cool in a lot of ways. Again, it's a pro and a con at the same time, because on one hand, it's really cool, but on the other hand, I really wish there was a little bit of more of a hint system on where you needed to go in some cases. Yeah, just little stuff like that. But honestly, this game kind of has me by the balls in a way, like in a Stockholm Syndrome kind of way, because while I hated the bosses of this game and shit, and sometimes just the normal overworld combat, because again, I really think, like, it's a weird thing that they mentioned they wanted the player to explore in those, like, devlogs there, because it did not feel like that at all. There was so many enemies all the time that it really did not feel like that, and they came back, and I never fully figured out how to get rid of a lot of them. Now, the Ash girls, I was very glad, like, the Inferna girls, I was very glad to figure that out. And by figure that out, I mean, again, I watched a Let's Play and he figured it out, and I was like, wow, cool. Which I will be leaving a link to that Let's Play. It's Shadefire's Let's Play. Thank you, Shadefire, for some reason you're watching this. Great Let's Play, helped me get my bearings in this game, because I'll say, it made me feel very insane. It made me feel insane a lot of the time. Which, hey, I mean, we're meant to be playing as Torque, right? And, like, Torque, he's like this, you know, quiet, this quiet, stoic, kind of abrasive in a way type of character. So I imagine in his head, he's constantly going like, oh my fucking god, this is annoying, and like shit like that, you know? So hey, I'm the voice in his head. But again, sorry for crashing out so much in this, but man, those bosses were really annoying. And yeah, that was just, and honestly, again, you could argue it's a skill issue if you want. And I wouldn't necessarily agree that it's a skill, or I wouldn't necessarily disagree with you. I definitely think it is a skill issue, but at the same time, you know, there's definitely some things here and there I feel like the game could have done a little better that would have made things a little better in my odds, especially considering I'm playing it on medium. Like, you know, I'd understand if I was getting my ass handed to me on hard or impossible or something, right? But man, on medium, really? Like, on medium, literally the whole game I was getting my ass handed to me. It's crazy. So, I don't know if I'll ever beat it on hard or impossible. Like, I truly don't. And I honestly don't think I will. I think I'll leave that to my betters, because there's people who are probably really... There are probably people who beat this game in like 2 hours and don't die once or even take hits or anything, because they've just gotten it down so good. And I gotta say, in that regard, I actually think The Suffering could be a really fun game for that, which is kind of why I do like these bullshitty, like, really hard games, or at least, to me, really hard games. Yeah, you can imagine that I don't really play Souls-likes, but at least not often anyway. But this game was super challenging, and I could actually see why you would want to get better at it and why that would be rewarding. Even though there were points in this game where the boss fights did not feel very rewarding to me, because it was like, I was just so annoyed with the fact that there was like zero indicator, or the fact that when I did connect it together naturally without any indicator, it oftentimes didn't seem worth it. And in fact, it seemed far more inferior to what I was doing before, at least in a way. But I'm glad that they didn't overdo it. Like, they could have easily done it to where, like, I would have had to press, like, R1 for, like, 5 minutes. But no, it was like a 2 to 3 minute sort of deal, and it ended right when it was getting super annoying towards that like final boss. Now the two Torque battles, that was terrible. I'm sorry, that isn't even gonna be fun on a second playthrough. I'm gonna always be like, just because, I mean, they don't even look that cool to me. I mean, the monster looks cool, but again, I've seen that the whole game, really. And also, I gotta say, the monster ability, that's another both pro and con. I could see why it's one of those things where they didn't want to make it too OP, but I think in their attempts to not make it too overpowered, they actually managed to make it really underpowered for what I feel that it is and should be anyway. I don't know. That's probably just me. I don't know. There's just some things, there's just some aspects of this game that don't appeal to me. But there are plenty of other things that do really appeal to me too. So it's a thing of like, I will be playing this game again one day. Not on the channel probably, but maybe in a live stream where I play it on like hard, and then you guys can see me rage and make fun of me the whole time or whatever. Although for some reason live streaming just, I don't know why, but at least whenever I was playing Battlefield, no rage. I was like, I was all good. I was all good. But man, playing these battles with the 2 Torque thing just really got me. The double Torque there just really fucked me up. And I feel like I've ranted on and on and on about this game. But overall, I would say I like this game. Who knows, maybe in the future my enjoyment of it will be even higher. But I like this game. I certainly like this game more than Ad Infinitum, and also Fatal Frame, and Fatal Frame 3, and Cry of Fear. Certainly like those games, or this game, way more than those ones. So, as you could tell, because I actually beat it. I have thought about returning to Fatal Frame 1 and 3, but Fatal Frame 3, man, that just... I do not like the layout of that map at all. My brain just cannot get it, which is why I kind of want to play it off camera by myself first, where I can really get a hang of it, and then maybe one day I'll revisit it. Fatal Frame 1 I just need to get good at, is what I need. Fatal Frame 3 I need to get good at, but mainly in its navigation, because God, its navigation is terrible. Anyway, enough about those games. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm sorry for crashing out as much as I did. Hopefully you guys can forgive me. But if not, I understand. Feel free to bully me or make fun of me or whatever. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys want me to play in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll be picking for you or asking my brothers or other family members or something. So, yeah, I do have a list. I'm checking it twice, and honestly, it's a pretty good looking list. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but it is a pretty good looking list, filled with mainly games I haven't played before, completely blind playthroughs, a couple of games that I have played before but years ago, and then like maybe 1 or 2 that are like just games I have played fairly recently. So may not do that because I'm trying to keep this slot, the Thursday and Friday slots of my upload schedule, for all new games that I've never played before. So we'll see how that goes. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, share with your pals, help people discover Wilmo today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye!